First of all, I want you to tell everybody your name.
Graham Elliot.
You, sir, I was at your restaurant. Foodie-type people in Washington, D.C.
Yes.
And foodie-type people listening know you.
Okay.
Because you dominated on your show and kicked everybody's ass. You are now the single biggest reason to go to Chicago. Not that Willis Tower. Your restaurant is phenomenal.
Thank
it
you.
was
I
a
appreciate
sexual
that.
experience on plates, sitting around a round table, and I was so beside myself with your food. How did you come to be this Picasso of all things, comida?
Well, my biggest thing is, I dropped out of high school, and that's the first step you have to do. If you want to be good at anything, make sure that you drop out of high school and get a GED.
So dump high school.
Absolutely.
Kids listening at home, you are being told by Graham Elliot, if you can cook your ass off, screw school.
Absolutely.
It's not important. Now, let me ask you this. Jose Andreas is in our town.
Yes, he is.
Could you take Jose Andreas in a food fight?
No. Jose's the man. He not only is uber creative, but he's such a kind spirit. I had a chance to actually cook with him in Chicago for a couple of days when he came out and played around at a restaurant that I was working at, and it was amazing to learn from him.
And he does just crazy things with food. How does this happen? Like, was he trying to throw cilantro and other spices from weird Latin countries into this Americana fare that you call the food of yours, which is the food of the gods from Graham Colton?
Yes. What we do, is...
Graham Elliot?
All these
Am I on
chefs...
crack?
No, I'll go by Graham Colton.
I'm
for the
on
show.
crack,
It's great.
Graham Elliot. I'm sorry.
No, but what people do, is look at this as a way of self-expression and creativity, and you have certain techniques, but what about pulling from all over the world to make something your own and find your voice?
Right. Now, let me ask you this. This whole foodie phenomenon seems to be reaching an entirely new state of being.
Yes.
It is now cool to eat. And it is now cool specifically to eat, but I'm noticing that it's cool to eat foods that are organic or healthy or that come from cows that don't stand in their own crap.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it to be cool to be fat and to eat
you and me
bad
both.
stuff. Yeah.
Once that happens, you and I are like, yo,
We're
move
ahead
over.
of the game.
It's
Yeah.
on, dog. We've got this shizzle.
Yep.
Well, it's, why do you think that all of a sudden now there's this huge movement toward eating good food? Because it didn't really used to be, and people we were in a recession.
Right.
Nobody had money, but they still found a way to go to your restaurant and say, $400? No problem.
Yeah, it's funny because I think it's taken on this form of entertainment instead of just sustenance. It's, do you want to go to the local play? Do you want to go to the opera? Do you want to go to dinner?
Right.
And it's become the thing that you go to as opposed to just dinner before the experience. Now dinner is the experience.
So dinner should be, in your opinion, then an experience which lasts not just an hour or 45 minutes before you go to a movie. It should be start at 7, leave at about 1 after about a case of wine and a bunch of really good food?
Yeah, absolutely. Because, after that, then everything just looks brighter and happier.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you aren't even 30.
Oh, I am now. I'm 34. I'm
so
old.
you're 34 now.
Yes.
So you won that the show before you were even 30.
Yes.
Now, you have a wife and 2 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Are they pumped that you are dad?
I think that they like it, but at the same time, they're tempered with the fact that it doesn't go to my head.
Right?
Yeah.
So you stay really cool about it at home. They don't roll up on their other friends at school and be like, you know who my dad is? You want to come over to my house for dinner? Ha, 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 you can't.
No, absolutely not. My older son, when I turn the TV on, I'm like, look, it's Daddy on the show. It's just like I'm bored. But he likes Gordon.
Right.
He calls him Gordon Chef Ramsay.
Gordon Chef Ramsay.
Yeah.
And now, how are you with Gordon Chef Ramsay? Are you guys, do you pick up the phone and talk to him about his things?
No. But I mean, we text. Nowadays you have to text.
So it's all about
call.
No, we can't have social interpersonal communication.
Absolutely.
We can't have conversations with people. God, people are having sex on text. It's crazy.
Yes, just the interwebs.
How can somebody be a foodie via text? It's not possible.
No, but the thing is Gordon has been nothing but awesome to me as far as taking me under his wing and showing me a lot of things, and teaching me and. On the show, he's able to get the best out of people. It's like being a psychologist and knowing what motivates them and what he has to do.
Well, I want you to come to town. We had asked Jose Andreas, and if I see him too when I get back, I'll ask him as well, because I know people have given him money for his ventures. That gets you conversations. I'm going to go out talk to this person. I would love for you to come to town and be a part of this capital area food fight that we do that benefits a really great cause, which takes people who who are of really less than fortunate means or who have met unfortunate circumstances in life. Maybe they've been homeless, and it basically teaches them how to be in the kitchen and unleashes that culinary creative side, which has obviously propelled you to amazing heights.
That sounds
and
awesome.
so many others. So I would love to see you in town for that. And in the meantime, your restaurant is amazing. If you're in Chicago, you have to go. You just opened a new one.
Yes, yeah, we opened a little sandwich shop called Graham Witch.
Are you going to be like, that in Ratatouille and start marketing, lines of frozen foods
No.
Whole Foods and stuff?
What's funny is I'm young enough in my career that I do only have these 2 spots. So,
right.
The fact is I'm there all the time. I love cooking for people, meeting people, doing the whole thing. And I do hope to one day have a place in D.C., though. That's like my favorite town.
Well, come on down. I'll reserve a booth every night. Where are you on Twitter?
Twitter/Graham Elliot, and that's with 1 T.
I am now going to stalk you. It is a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you for what you do with food, because it is amazing.
You.
And your restaurant has added at least 20 pounds to me. Thank you.
Oh, awesome.
It
Thanks.
was perfect. It was a sensual experience.